Welcome back to my channel, everyone. Today we have another wreath tutorial. Today we are going to be making a patriotic wreath. I think this is the last patriotic wreath that I will be making this year, hopefully. I'm going to be going out and making a Facebook page post tonight when I'm done with this one, talking about I'm going to put it something like 4th of July is coming up. Do you have a wreath to put on your front door or your wall? If not, I have plenty here to choose from. So I think I have this one. I might do a couple more because I actually just picked up some signs for patriotic or for the 4th from the dollar store. And I gotta kind of wipe this guy off. They have does anyone else notice the dollar stores signs have to be so glittery? Like, almost too much glitter. It's, like, everywhere. So today's sign is this sign, and I love it. It says, USA Freedom. It's like a mason jar. This is a galvanized star, and it helps cover up the one hole. And we got the other hole. We might do something over there, maybe like a bow or something. We'll see. But we're going to be using 21-inch mesh today. We are going to be doing a new technique, and it's actually my first ever time doing this technique. I have these two from one wreath and then from another wreath that I did to add in. I don't know which one I'm going to add in. I'll see at the end. I have these foam scatter from the dollar store. These are almost like the picks that I got from the wreath shop the other day. But these ones are just not on this thing, and they were $1. And I also have these stars. They came from a sign. They were like 3 of them hanging. I just pulled them off the string. I don't know if I'm going to use them. I brought them over here just in case. And then I also have my ribbon. Some patriotic ribbon. We'll see if we use that at the end, and you guys probably know by now what that looks like because I've been using that same ribbon. So, I got my hot glue gun plugged in over here. It smells awful like usual. It smells like something's burning. But I already did my tinsel ties, or my pipe cleaner, but they're tinsel ties because these ones are tinsely. On my wreath form, it's a dollar store 14-inch wreath form. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get these guys out of the way, get my sign out of the way. That way I can start creating. And that way I don't have all this stuff in the way because I don't like having stuff everywhere. So what I'm going to do is kind of just move this stuff out of the way. Table scatter can get moved. Your tools you're going to need today are a rotary cutter. Guys, check this out. I found these today at the dollar store. They come in a pack of 5. They're little clips. And I'm going to use these when I do my little bunches to clip them on. Guys, isn't that amazing? I found them. They came in a pack of 5, so I think I picked up like 5 packs, so I have like 25 of them. But, like, oh my god. Or no, they came in a pack of 6, I think. Pretty sure they came in a pack of 6. The dollar store is upping their game. They had so many different things. They had these new, like, scapules. Everything's in pink. I don't know why, though, but they have, like, these new different, like, these are called, like, I think they were called embossing something. And then they got, like, these things you can punch holes in, like, paper or cardstock. They had 2 different sizes. Yeah, these came in a pack of 2. So, yeah, they're coming out with all new stuff, you guys. They had, like, a whole paint section of all these gallons of paint. It was pretty crazy. I was like, since when have they ever had that? So, again, like I said, I'm using a 21-inch mesh. I'm just using plain red with some foiling. Not heavily foiled, but there's some foiling. I hate how they tape this thing up like it's... Like, if it's in the packaging, it's not going to unroll. You gotta go through, and there's tape on almost every... Not there. There's tape here. I have no idea where this mesh came from. No idea. Not a clue. It was just in my stash. Oh my gosh. So you guys, if you guys have checked out my latest video, I did a tour of my crafting area and my crafting closet. I actually just went out and bought, and I just actually reorganized everything. So almost everything is different now. You guys know I have like this shelf over here, this wreath thing. I kind of took a bunch of the stuff out and redid it because... So today we're going to be cutting this way, just because we have bigger mesh. So I'm going to cut out about, see what 6 inches looks like. I think 6 inches, yeah. Or maybe 8. Here, we'll do. Wait. What's 6? We'll do 8. We're gonna cut 8. We're gonna do 8. So we're gonna go to 8, and we're just gonna cut all the way across. Not very even. So now you have like this. You're gonna roll it up like that, like so. Maybe we might have to do 12. We might have to do 10. I think from now on we're gonna do 10. You're gonna come over here and you're gonna come in 6 inches and you're gonna pinch. And you're gonna come over here. You're gonna come in 6 inches. So we're at the 11-inch mark. So we gotta go to the 5-inch mark and pinch. Okay. We're gonna come in here. Come to our twisty. You guys, I seriously, no, we cannot do 8. We have to do, this one's garbage. It's too tiny. I have no idea what I'm doing. No, not like that. Okay, I literally just told you guys I had no idea what I was doing. That's totally not true. I know what I'm doing. It's just I can't remember what you cut it at for right now. Wait, let me just think. I think it might be actually 12. Yeah, we're gonna come in at, or I think what we're gonna do is we're just gonna come until we can do a full. No, we're just gonna. We'll do 12. Well, that's a lot. That's a lot. That is a lot. We'll come in at 10, I think. I did 8. We'll do 10. We'll see what 10 looks like. Wait, let's see what 10 looks like. Can I roll up 10 inches? Yes, I can roll up 10 inches. Okay, so we're gonna bring it over this way again. Oh, backwards. Okay. Sorry guys, you guys see this when I don't edit these videos out and I show you, you guys see everything. The raw, everything that you guys are probably like, he doesn't even know what he's doing. When you have so many different wreath designs that you make, you guys, when there's so many different styles and everyone calls for a different measurement, sometimes it doesn't, in my rotary cutter. So if I haven't told you guys what we all need for this video, or for the materials, it's your mesh, obviously, and then you need like a cutting mat and a rotary cutter. Just to make it easier, you need wire cutters for our hook at the end. You need a pliers for a hook at the end. You need a scissors. So we're going to come in 6 inches and pinch. And I'm going to actually bring in a clip. I'm going to clip it at 6, okay? And then we'll bring it on this end. And we'll come in 6 inches. Why is this like so... It's like so messed up. Wait. Okay, guys, just wait 1 second. We'll figure this all out together. We're all in this together. Okay. So I got this 6-inch one and I got this 6-inch one. So we'll come on in like this. Oh, wait. Okay. Maybe we don't need to clip it. Here, let's just go like this. And we're gonna just, you kind of go like this and you roll it on up. Come in 6, I think 6 is almost too big. 5 inches we're gonna do. And we're gonna come in over here and we're gonna get it 5 inches. We're gonna come over here. I just twist it up just so I can pinch this in. And then we're gonna come in over here with our other 6 inches and just set it on in there. Okay. I'm gonna come in back in. I might just cut a couple different, just a couple of them at 10 inches, and then that way I don't have to keep on cutting. So we'll cut a couple quick. I don't like, that's why I hate cutting 21-inch mesh, because I don't have a mat that's big enough right now. So I need to go out and buy one. That's what I need to do. I might go on Amazon. I need to buy a new hot glue skillet. I want to buy some new hot glue to put in my skillet, because the stuff I use now, I think I'm going to try out the Gorilla Glue. Juliet Southern Trim Wreaths uses she suggests the Gorilla Glue. Oh my god, Gorilla Glue for my hot glue skillet. So that's what I think I'm gonna test out. We'll see. She's been making wreaths for a long time, and I think she would know what works for her. And Gorilla Glue is like, oh, I keep on calling it Gorilla Glue. Gorilla Glue is a good brand. So I think it should work. It should be good. I'll be able to tell you guys. So yes, I want to get a new hot glue skillet. I want to get new hot glue. I think I also have in my cart some, what else do I have in my cart? I don't know. I go on Amazon a lot. I have some money left on my gift card that I got. So I think I'm going to use the rest of that on that kind of stuff. And we'll see if they have a big cutting mat. And if they do, I'll probably pick one up. Because this guy, it works for 10-inch mesh, but 21-inch mesh, no. And I kind of want one that covers up my whole table. So, we'll see. I got this one at like Tuesday morning, I think. To be honest with you guys, I think I got it at Tuesday morning, yeah. Something like that. I have a small one too, but that one does not work. I'll put this clip back. I haven't done a tutorial in a while. My last couple videos have been just like talk videos where I just share some stuff with you guys. Not, I need to go on, did pick up some summer signs at the dollar store too. I also want to get some online too. There's a couple cool ones that are at the wreath shop. I have a cart going on there too. So my order for Craft Outlet should be here tomorrow for my hunting wreath. So that I'll have a tutorial on the hunting wreath coming up at you sometime soon too. Help get away from all these patriotic wreaths that I've been doing, but it's the season for it. So you gotta start you gotta make them. Maybe I might not share with you guys. I've been making some other wreaths. I just haven't shared them with you because there's some kind of them are a little boring. You guys are probably like, I don't care about what wreaths you're making right now. Show me a couple patriotic. I don't need to see your whole collection. But some people like to see them. So, I'm going to roll this back up a little bit. And we're going to bring this in over this way. And we're going to roll her up a little bit. Roll. It's kind of hard to roll it up all the way. So 6 inches, and then we're at 17, so we need to come in at 11. Okay. Okay. Bring it on in, pull it real tight, and bring in the other end over here. Okay, we'll fluff that at the end. Don't worry about that right now. Okay, stay over there, buddy. Okay, so curl. Come on in at 6, come on in at 11, bring it on over. I'm going to start right over here. To be honest with you, I don't know. Okay. Okay, come on over here. This is going to help. The technique we're using is going to help bring in a little bit of texture with the different curls and then the poofs, and it's also going to help it become full and bring in some layering so it is very tall and full at the same time. So come on over here at 6 and come on over here at 11, and I curl up. That way I don't have a big thing hanging over. And I come on in here with my... For some reason, I think my curls are a little bit big. You can always fix that later. And then from now on, we'll make them a little bit tighter together. I think that's like a really huge, I don't know. So we'll kind of help bring them down a little bit by going like that. See, that's a little bit better. So come on in at your 6 inches, come on in at your 11. I curl over my hand, and then I come on in here where I have it pinched at the 6. Grab your tinsel, tinsel-y tie. I'm using red tinsel tie just because it helps with the theme of the wreath, the red, with the red, sparkly for patriotic. And like I said in a couple of my patriotic videos, I try to make my patriotic wreath just patriotic as the theme. I don't try to make it certain to each holiday, so I don't like to use signs that say Happy 4th on it, because then they can't really use it for like Memorial Day or Veterans Day if they put a wreath up for that. I try to keep it red, white, and blue, and then just have words in it that kind of, or if like this one, it's just the sign that says USA Freedom, so you can use that for 4th, you can use that for Memorial Day, you can use it for Veterans Day. It doesn't have anything about, it doesn't say Happy Memorial Day, it doesn't say Happy 4th. So that's why I try to keep it universal. That's why I call it patriotic. Otherwise I'd call it 4th of July wreath. But yes. I don't know. Do you guys put up a wreath for Veterans Day? My mom doesn't, because she already has her fall wreath up by then, since it's in November. But she does put a wreath up for, or she doesn't really decorate for Veterans Day either, because of so then I come in here where I have the other end, and I bring it over here like that, and come on over here and add that. I hum a lot. Might be annoying. Okay. So I measured them out at 10 inches when I cut them, and now we go 6 on 8, 6 coming out at 6 inches. I'm gonna throw this one away before I use it, because that's our 6-inch one. No, that was an 8-inch one. Right now we're using 10, because the other one was kind of too small. Trial and error. Now you know. I cut it. I was going to cut it at 6 inches. That would have been really bad. This one's, it's going to fray because you are cutting it. Anytime you're cutting your mesh, you're going to have fraying. That's the problem, but a little fraying is going to be fine. If you have a really heavily fraying mesh, then your mesh is just really bad quality, and I would suggest not buying it from there a lot. If you use Dollar Tree mesh, it's going to fray a lot. I can just let you know that. If you're cutting it, even if you're not cutting it, it does start to fray at the ends a lot. I have noticed that, because when I started making wreaths, you guys, I used Dollar Tree products. I'm using Dollar Tree products today, but none of my mesh and stuff is from the dollar store. But I'm not really sure where this mesh came from, but I know they don't sell this kind of 21-inch rolls of mesh at the dollar store. Okay, so we need more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my mat again and cut some more. So I'll come off and I'll cut a couple more, and then I'll be back on. Okay, so I cut some more. Turn it back again. I cut 4 because I didn't know. I got this tape dispenser is in the way, and so is this. I've got too much stuff on my desk. Okay. So I cut 4 because I don't know how much red I'm going to put in here before I start using that other stuff, because I kind of want to use that other stuff just to bring in a couple different color, like a little bit more color in. If you guys know what I'm talking about. Add those other two. I think the burlap, I don't know. I might actually bring in that one with the different colors, because I think that one will look a little bit better with the sign than the burlap. Because the burlap is a little bit more... If our sign had like a burlappy color in it, I'd probably use the burlap, but I think we're going to go with the blue, the red, white, and blue striped one once I get this red on. So I'm just going to keep on layering it. You just keep on layering, and then eventually it'll start to get real full. And you got to fluff out the middle yet too. The middle that you're making in between your poofs are these little these things. This part right here, because you have your other thing here, you're gonna fluff that out once you're done. That's gonna help bring in some dimension, and the curls are gonna help bring in some texture, but you're gonna just keep on going. My lips are chapped, and my lips are like they're cracking and they hurt. And it's funny because I always put Bliss Tex on my lips before I go to bed every night. That way, because my lips used to get so chapped, and usually it gets chapped in summer, but it's spring now, so I don't know why they're chapped, but it gets annoying. And I put Bliss Tex on every night, and it's still, I'm like, how are my lips chapped if I have put Bliss Tex? It's the only stuff I think that works, but obviously right now it doesn't, but it does really help. Okay. So, it's starting to get real full. I love the way it's looking. And I just pull it tight, move it on over. Really quick, take these guys and dump them to the garbage, because I don't want them getting into my wreath, because I keep setting my wreath over there and I don't want to pick it up and then look, it's come off again later. So I really love the Patriotic wreath that I made a couple of videos ago. It was the gray one with the big bow. I have it hanging up downstairs. It looks so good. I love it. At first I didn't know if I liked it because of the big bow, and I didn't know if I liked the gray, but oh, the gray makes it look so much cooler. It's not a traditional Patriotic color, but it looks so good with the bow. I don't think I would have liked it with any other color. Like if I would have done like a red wreath with that bow, oh, I don't think I would have liked that. I just like the light color of the gray coming in. I'm gonna cut a couple more, but yes, I loved the light, and I don't know, some people might think it was bad or ugly, but I liked it, so it's fine. Everyone has their own opinions. We'll see when it sells, and I'll know that someone was on board with me. I'll let you know if it sells. So far, my wreaths that I've sold, that I've done a tutorial on, I don't know if you guys seen the videos or not, but if you're a subscriber, you would know that I made a rustic farmhouse chicken wreath. That one has sold. I've also sold the burlap Patriotic wreath that in the burlap one that I showed you guys. I actually have the thing over here I showed you in the beginning, the wreath. I have some of them at the scrap here. The one with using this has sold already, and then the ladybug and the bumblebee are on hold, or are pending. But I think once I put the post out with the Patriotic ones, I think I will get some sales. We'll see how this one turns out. This one might be a star. So I cut 4 more. We'll see how many more I need after that. I don't want to cut too many because I don't want to have waste. Rather keep it on the roll. I tend to use it more if it's on the roll left over than if I have a scrap. Sometimes I just throw the scraps away, but sometimes I keep them in a little pile, like a little container that I have some scraps in. I really don't use them that much. Okay, needs to come in here. I'm using full pipe cleaners on this one because you're layering multiple ones in there. I wouldn't use half because you're going to run out very fast. As you guys can see, it is already becoming very, very, very full. I'm loving the way this is looking. It's almost so full. It's going to get, I think it's going to be so full that I have to adjust some things to get our sign in the middle. Or on the side. We might do a sign on the side and do a bow on the other side. We put the sign on the... Actually, it's too big to put on the bottom, but we could put it on one side and then do the other one on... where are we? Where are we now? I think we're right here. I think we are right here. Yep, we're right here. Where is my other tie for that? Oh, that was awkward. I set the thing down, not even in the middle of two ties. Okay. My wings have shade. I have a song stuck in my brain. Okay. Got a couple more red on this middle section, or on this center section, and then we'll be ready to add in our colorful mesh. Just want it to be real full. I don't want to see any of my wreath form. I don't want. It's not a good wreath if you can see through the mesh into the wreath form. So that's why you got to make sure you have enough mesh to be able to cover that all up. Okay. Now where are we? I keep losing my spot. Shouldn't be that hard to figure it out, but you know, sometimes the simple things in life are what's confusing to you. It's fine though. Okay. I think we need to cut one or two more. 1, 2. I think we're at 2 or something. For the center one, we'll cut 2 now quick. I don't want to use too much red and then have not enough for the other thing, but I don't want to, I don't have a lot of the other mesh. I'm just cutting right off my table. This table's so old that I don't even care. You can't really tell that I cut on them anyways. It's fine. This is when I'm just jealous of all the people that have the big cutting mats, because this is when I need it. Right now, small cutting mat is not working when you're working with 21-inch mesh. When your cutting mat only goes up to 17 inches. Oh, gotta move it back. Cut in 6 inches. Coming at your 11-ish. I just rounded. It's not gonna be perfect. Okay, it's stuck. Okay, where do I need to add these? Right here? Or wait, I already added one here. One here. How many are here? 1 are here. Maybe we'll add one more here to bring in some filling, and then we'll come on over to the outer edge because the outer edge only has 1 layer. We've been working on the inside. I haven't been really paying attention to what I'm doing. I just go around until it's full. I don't really have a set. Oh, that's done. It's more or less just go around until you think it's done. Right here, we need one more because there's nothing there. Oh, yeah, there is. Okay, so now I'm just going to come in here and do some on the outer edge. A couple, not too many. And then we'll cut some of the colorful, not the colorful, the red, white, and blue one, and then we'll move on. Okay, well this part is at 10, so I don't want this video to be... Actually, maybe we'll just do a full-on video since this is a new wreath design or a new style. I think we'll just keep it. If you've already seen this kind of video and you don't really care about my tutorial and you just want to see the finished project or me decorating, skip ahead. I'm not gonna be mad at you because I know sometimes I do that too. Other people's videos, I'm like, okay, I know how to make this. I just want to see how you decorate yours. So I'm gonna skip ahead. But for some of you people, some people like to make their wreath and watch at the same time. I know that's what I do sometimes. I see the style and then of the wreath, and I see how much mesh you're gonna need and all the tools that you need and all the stuff that you need, and then I go and get it, and then I come back and I watch the video as I'm making my wreath. It works sometimes. So if I do another wreath like this, I'll probably skip through it because then I'll just tell you to come to this video and watch it. Because I don't like to have all my videos like an hour and 15, hour and 20, sometimes longer than that, if I don't have to. But when I'm doing a new wreath design or format, not format, like, what would you call it? It's like a new technique or style, I'll say. I tend to keep it a little bit longer. That way I can show you how it works. You're going along with me, or change it. Yes, I think I'm going to go around this outer edge with these couple, and then I think it's enough red, and I'll probably go in with my, striped one, and then I think we'll have enough. So yes, this is a good way to, I've also seen videos where this is where you can use your like heavily foiled, that's really expensive, or you're using, if you want to use some or like burlap mesh, you can use more expensive mesh, but do it this way and have like a solid base for like the solid red or a solid blue or a solid white, something that's like this, like not as expensive because it's just like a solid color. And then you can go in, like what I'm going to be doing, I'm just going to use some scraps or some extra roll, but you could go in with like a more expensive one. That way you don't have to use a full row, and then you can use it for a couple different wreaths. Say you want to make a pink wreath and you want to use some very heavily foiled pink, or you want to make like a Christmas wreath, but you want to use like a really unique Christmas, but it costs like $15, $20 a roll. You might go in with some really cheap red, like what I'm doing. Cheaper, not real cheap. You want to make sure it's still nice quality, but it's not $10, $15. It's maybe like $8, $9. Maybe less than that. It depends if you're getting what roll you're getting. But then you can use your really expensive one as like a filler, just to add in enough that you can see it, but you're not using a whole roll of it. You know what I'm saying? So comment down below. I kind of want to get like, see what everyone else is, but what is your favorite wreath to make? Like what holiday? Do you like making patriotic wreaths? Some people, I think mine is going to be Christmas because you can go a lot more elaborate and they can cost a little bit more, and people are willing to I feel like people are more willing to spend a little bit more money during the Christmas and holidays. But I also like fall. Fall's fun. Patriotic is fun. I think it's fun. Easter's fun. I like doing them all, but I think Christmas is my favorite. But what's your favorite holiday or season? It could be even season to make a wreath. There's Easter. There's St. Patrick's Day. There's Mardi Gras. There's Valentine's Day. There is spring. There's summer, patriotic, fall, Halloween, Christmas, winter, farmhouse, wreaths. Maybe you like making like just simple wreaths for people to add in their house any season. It doesn't have to be a certain season. Maybe you like making flower wreaths, or like some people like making like the flowery ones where you use the petals, or maybe you like making dog wreaths, like with inspired with dog stuff in it. Everyone is different. Everyone loves different I think I'm gonna go through. Actually, no, that's what I think I'm gonna do with the other stuff. Okay, so we're gonna be done with the red. I use a little bit more than I think you should have, but I'm still new to this, you guys, this whole technique. So yes, I think we're gonna go in with this. There's not a lot left, but we're gonna make do with what we got, right? Yes. Oh, we need to tilt it sideways. Okay. Hopefully it's cut. Oh, this is a very heavily foiled. It's quite expensive too, I think. Actually, I don't even know where I got this from. I have another whole roll. I'm gonna use my TV remote as my my guy. Maybe that's not even heavy enough. We'll go in with my tape dispenser. Who cares? Okay. So yes, I have another whole roll of this exact mesh in my closet, or in my stash. I'm not gonna try to bust into that yet. I'll probably save that one for next year, or if I come up with a new design this year, maybe. I got some other cool like tag signs from the dollar store. I've seen people that were getting these galvanized signs, like the whole thing was galvanized metal, and they didn't have those at mine. I got a couple other ones I might go to sometime, but if we did, they're probably gone already. Because those things, if it's anything galvanized for $1, I don't think it's gonna last long. I called so many times. I was literally, the lady at the store was probably finally like, okay, I need to get this stuff out because this guy keeps calling and asking. I called, I was like, do you guys have your stuff out yet? You have it out yet? No, I'm sorry. By the end of the week, I got there, and no, it's not out yet. And I'm like, oh my gosh, when is it gonna be out? It's the end of the week, don't lie to me. Finally, I get there one day, and it was out, and she was still putting out the summer stuff, but she had all the summer signs out yet, so I was like, okay, well. She probably looked at me and she goes, that's that guy that keeps calling. Finally. It's fine. I don't want to call. I don't want to drive all the way over there and then it's not out. The one time another dollar store I called the same exact week, and I asked her and she said, yeah, it's all, I have it out. It's out. Get there, and she's first putting it out. There was a couple things, and then she stopped, and it was nothing that even consisted with wreath making. It was like table centerpiece thingies, like with like frizzy things coming on. I'm like, no, not anything I consider to put into any of my wreaths. I want your signs. They do have some really cool mesh, but I'm not into buying those cheap rolls for $1. I'd rather just spend it on a bigger roll like this. Okay, it's not even right now, since we're at the end of the thing. It's gonna keep on rolling up on you guys. I'm not even really worrying about it anymore. Since you're going to be rolling it up, it doesn't really matter. If you guys want to be perfect, you can go and get some other stuff to help it stay down. I'm just gonna kind of bring it to the edge. As nice as far as it wants to go. I think as far as it's gonna go. And then I'm just cutting. Once I get to the end, it's going to be kind of hard to keep it rolled up. I don't think I'll be able to get one more out of this, and I think I have 6 already. So we'll drop that guy down. It's not thrower thing, but, you know, I'm going to grab my schnibbles and get them out of here before I bring my wreath in. I don't want them all in there. And then now we're going to add in our, this stuff. So I'm going to roll it up. Should be pretty easy to roll since it's already rolled up already. Come in 6 inches, coming on this end at 11. And I just go like this and I fold it over my hand. That way it's less awkward to hold on to when you're putting your first one in. And I'm going to come into my center thing like this. And I'm going to do a crisscross. I'm going to crisscross it this time. I don't know where the extra... Oh, here it is. It's over here. That way I get the middle section. So I'm going to crisscross it over. Kind of. That way you get that middle section and it's nice, and we'll fluff that later. So this guy's kind of almost fluffed in enough. They're kind of... They rolled themselves up for me. What nice mesh. First time that they actually did something that good for me. Okay, then I'm going to come in and I'm going to go like this in this end and twist it over this way. Yes, I think. Yep. And I'm going to pull it real tight. Okay. Bring it over. This guy is being real nice. Ugh, look at, didn't even have to do anything. Come on over here, grab it at the 6, come on over here, grab it at the 11, twist over, pinch, and bring it on over this way. And then like that. Grab my, okay, and then I think I'm gonna bring it out this way, yes. Oh wait, maybe I'm only doing it on the inner, wait, no, I'm doing it on both. Never mind. Never mind, you guys, don't listen to me. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm just confusing myself more than I should, but it's fine. It's better to be questioned, because sometimes I wish I would have questioned myself sometimes, because once I get done with the wreath, I'm like, oh my gosh, I messed up, I did it wrong. And I'm like, why did I question myself? Every time I'm right, I question myself, but every time I'm wrong, I never question myself, and I just go with it. And I'm like, maybe we're gonna have to use that extra, because I need to bring it in one more, since I did it a different way than I was going to be doing it, but I think this is gonna work out a little bit better. 6 and 11. Okay. This is bringing in some nice color. An extra little bit of color to our wreath. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just add this extra one in there, and then I'm going to go back over to our roll. And I'm just going to take whatever's left on this roll. Not sure what's left. Not much. Take that off the roll. Curve the ugly part. Like, this is like really bad. Oh my god, it's really ugly. Holy moly. Okay. We're gonna put that underneath. Okay. It might be closer to enough. Okay. Put that guy in there a little bit less, because I don't want a lot of that ugliness popping out. It's really, it's gonna fray a lot, I think. Okay. Okay. There we go. So as you can see, we brought in a little bit more. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of fluff it a little bit. Okay. Bring in all your fluffs. Fluff, fluff, fluff. I'm going to go off and I'm going to fluff it. What I'm doing is I'm just fluffing these inside. I'm going to twist the things around the way I want it, and then I'll come on back. Okay, I got it fluffed. For right now, what we're going to be doing is adding our pipe thinners to our sign. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some cardstock and my paper trimmer, and I'm going to just trim a quick, I do it at 1 inch. 1 inch by 3 inches, and I cut that as a little bit of extra support. Whoa, And then this one I'm just gonna cut in half because, there we go, and one more. If you're gonna be using this wreath at home, you don't really have to add paper or cardstock into yours, but since I'm gonna be selling this, I don't want it to come apart for anyone, so that's why I go in with a little bit more extra. You could use zip tie holders and attach them to here. I just add some pipe cleaners and some paper and call it a day. And it seems to work out perfect for all my signs. So what I do is I just cut it in half, or fold it in half so I know where the middle is. I'm using orange. You don't see the pipe cleaner at all, so it doesn't really matter. I go in with my little thing and I stamp on the sign just as a place for me to add my information. They're not going to see it, but I just add it there just in case whenever they take it off, then I have a place. And I don't know, I just add it. So if you guys want to know what my email is, right there. If you want to email any pictures of your wreaths that you've made or anything, okay. I'm going to be doing it on all four corners, so this one, since it's a bigger wreath. So I just come in here with some hot glue. I take my pipe cleaner. I think I'm going to go like that, yep. I take my popsicle stick that I use and kind of attach it down. Get it so it's not going anywhere. Okay. Then I come in here like this with my hot glue or my paper. And I put my paper right over the pipe cleaner. He ain't going anywhere now. Okay, then I go like this, and I bring it over, and I turn it. And then I put a little bit more hot glue next to that, and underneath it, and push it down. It ain't going anywhere now. That baby thinks it's going anywhere. It better try again. If it does go anywhere, at least I'll have the other signs to help. The other pipe cleaners that I'll be having to help it go down. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put some more hot glue down. I'm going to lay this guy on the side right here just because then I can go quite a bit faster. Bring my hot glue guy, or my, not hot glue guy. Okay. Paper. That guy on there. Don't let it come off the edge. I'm gonna get my wreath out of the way because then I don't have to have that guy. Oh, my pipe cleaners are still on there. Okay. So I don't want to scratch it, so don't try to move your sign around too much, otherwise you might scratch it. There we go. Put some more down here. Don't be frugal on the hot glue. Be very generous. The more hot glue, the more secure it's gonna get. Okay. I suggest taking any object besides your finger and kind of helping it like I do with the popsicle stick. Any object besides your finger because you don't need to get burned. Speaking of that, I just touched the hot glue. It's not even hot anymore, but trust me, especially with this hot glue gun, since it's meant for wood and metals, it is very high tech, and this tip will burn your flesh right off your skin. You will not have any skin left on that part of your finger up for a while. It ain't gonna, it's not very nice, it's not nice. And I kind of just like fling that hot glue around, that way it does, that way I don't have strings going all over the place. Kind of help bring it over, okay. Kind of go like that, and then put our last piece of paper on there. Kind of pipe it on there. Since my hot glue gun is broken, it doesn't Sometimes you push the trigger and it doesn't work, so you gotta kind of push down on the hot glue stick. Okay. So that's how I secure my sign. So now what we're gonna do is set that to the side and let that guy dry. You want your hot glue to get nice and hard, that way it ain't gonna let anything go through it. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna kind of decide if I want to add a bow to this wreath, if I want to just add some ribbon tails, if I want to not do anything. What else I'm gonna do? I'm gonna kind of clean up my area right now quick. Get all this guy out of the way. Got multiple little red things everywhere. Okay. Got my garbage can and add it right down in there. I need to get a bigger garbage can. I say this in almost every video, but I never get one. I have 2 little garbage cans, and they tend to get full over one wreath, and it's like, ugh. Well, right now I got a whole, like an empty roll in there. So we're gonna bring our wreath back in here. I have decided on where I want to get, or where I'm gonna be. I already decided where did I have that? I think it was right here. Oh, wait, where was that? Where was that ugly thing? Oh yeah, right here, I think, is where I was going to put the wreath, or the sign. I think I said right, or where did I say it? Right here? Or right here, maybe? I don't remember. I don't remember, you guys. I think it was right here. I think it's right here, because this is the ugly part that I wanted to cover up. So yeah, I'm going to still let my things, but I can also do the sign over here with a bow over here, you guys. Make this a real nice, doesn't have to be a big bow. No, not at all. It just could be a nice bow to add in. I think we might do that. I don't think we need to have our sign directly in the middle. I think if we have it over here, then I think we're gonna go like this and cover up that area, yeah, because I don't like that. I don't like this whole thing over here. It's kind of ugly. It's just the extra scrap. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of shake out my wreath to help get any of those scraps. So when I put that over there, it doesn't go everywhere. And we're going to make a bow. So what I take is I just bring this thing over there. And all these needles for my ribbon go in there. That way I know they're not in there and not on this table, and they don't get bumped off the table and onto the floor and into my foot, or anyone else's foot that steps into this room. So I keep these needles in here until I'm done, and then I know exactly where they are, because I don't need those needles in my foot. I don't think that would end well. That would not feel well either. Okay, so now they're all in there. I'm going to take this guy, put that out of the way. I just have my ribbon in there for right now. We're gonna decide, I think we're gonna start with our, I don't know if we need a lot of red in this, actually. We don't really, we'll add a little bit of red. We'll add a little bit of red, but we don't need a lot because we have a lot of red in my, thing already. So we're gonna decide how big we want our tails, and since we're gonna be doing a sign on it, we don't need a really large tail, but we want a little bit of a tail, so we might go 9 inches. So we're gonna come over here at 9 inches as our tail, and I'm gonna kind of come in here and do a loop. I don't know, how big do we want our loops? Coming over, ugh, wrong way. Do we want our loops at what's 10 bring us to? Oh, that's a good size. Maybe a little bit longer. We'll do like a 6 or 7 inch loop, and then we cut. And as you guys know, that scissors sucks. It's never going to be cutting our ribbon. Okay, so just pinch it there. Now we're going to come in with our next ribbon, we're gonna come over here and make a little tail about yay big. Doesn't have to be too big. Okay, and then we're gonna make our other, on the other side of my thing, we're gonna make a thing, and we're gonna bring it together, probably about that big. I'm gonna kind of come over here to see how big. Maybe we have to make it a little bit bigger to match. Maybe a teeny bit bigger. And we're gonna bring them together so that way we can see if they're the same size. And I can't get, it's like stuck on my finger, but it's close enough to that size. So I'm gonna just cut my ribbon there. There we go. So now we got that guy in there. And what I forgot to do was, actually, no, that's fine. Okay, now we're going to come in with our white. No, we're going to come in with our blue. And we're going to bring our tail, measure out the tail size, and come on over here with that, like that. Come on over here like this. Make sure our ribbons are like the same size. Perfect. And then come in here and cut a tail. Why do I keep picking up that scissors? That scissors cannot work. I set it to the side and it tends to always be the one that I grab. And it's not, it's like, it's not the one that I need. So we're gonna come on over here. As you can see, I rotate. I rotate a loop on top, loop on bottom, loop on top, loop on bottom. And then I'm going to come back in with one more. So I'm going to do 2 loops of each, probably. And I still have enough ribbon. I still have enough ribbon for another bow. It's like, ugh. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually come in here and start the opposite way now, quick. And I'm going to make a loop up here. Well, actually, no, we need to make a tail down here quick. We need to have our tail. So about yay big. And then about yay big. And now, as you see, it's moving towards our palm of our hand and not our, it's not going to be, oh my lord, you guys, look at that. We just broke the scissors. We're still going to cut it like this, because the scissors is the only one that's sharp enough to cut. Maybe we can't use the scissors anymore. Why did I even think that was a good idea? You guys, sometimes I'm like, ugh, what were you thinking when you decided to do that? Like, I cracked that scissors and I put some duct tape on it the other day. Well, obviously the duct tape didn't work. So we're going to come in here with this ribbon this time and add it up that way a little bit. Okay, and then we're going to make our loop. We're going to have a loop of each color, or in each design, on each end. We'll have one on top, one on the bottom of each color. And then we'll come in later and we'll dovetail the ends of our ribbon. Okay, we need to do one more of this guy. Right? Yep, I need to do one. Well, actually, we'll go white first. We gotta alternate it. So, a little, or wait, no. Oh wait, what am I doing? We need a white tail down here, actually, yes. Okay, and then we'll bring it up to make it perfect, and then we'll cut it. Okay, and then we need one more, so we got this guy. This guy needs a little tail up here. A bigger, I need his loop down here. Maybe like that big. Okay, and then we need to cut it. I'm probably not even in frame, you guys, and I'm sorry. It's just that when I'm doing this, I need to make sure I'm focused. I'm going to bring in a pipe cleaner. We'll actually do a tinsel-y one to help with our... You can use florist wire for this. I tend to use pipe cleaner. And I pull it tight and I just twist. Make sure you got all your ribbon in there. Twist it a couple times. And now you have a bow. Fairly big bow, actually. And then you can go in and you can adjust everything according to how you want it. I tend to just hold it over here from the pick or from the pipe cleaner and just work it. You pull it whatever direction you want it to be going in. Okay. Okay. The tails that you have picked out, or like the way you want your tails showing, you can choose that way. My tails are kind of short, to be honest with you guys, but I don't know if I need to have a big tail. I don't think I need to have a lot of big tails. I might even cut those and just not even have a lot of tail coming on this one because we're gonna have the sign. I don't want tails covering up any of the sign. You know what I'm saying, you guys? So what I'm doing is just moving it in any direction that I think it needs to go into. So that guy needs to come down here a little bit. This guy, I think I have a lot of white showing. As you can see, there's a lot of white showing. So what I'm going to do is kind of cover that up by maybe like pulling this guy in forward a little bit more, making him a little bit more showable. If that's even a word. Showable, that doesn't sound like a word, but maybe it is in wreath. It's the new wreath definition. Make it shown, make it pop. Okay, this guy needs to come over here. Why is he hiding under? Why is he hiding in the back? Oh, because I have it twisted. Okay, there we go. Now he's able to come into sight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually go and grab our wreath. But actually, we're going to dip on our bow right now. We're going to add our sign. That way we know where we're going to have to add our bow. Right now our sign should be dry. No doubt about it. We're going to be covering up that area right there. So we're going to add our sign over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of shove these guys down in there. Actually, I think I might have found a ring already. This part is kind of difficult to kind of show you guys right now, since you kind of got to flip your wreath in all different directions. But I'll try to show you what I'm doing. I'm kind of just attaching it, pulling my pipe cleaners down and attaching the wreath, or attaching the sign to the wreath. If that makes any sense at all. I'm going to pull it over here, that way it doesn't go anywhere. And just attach. As you know, I'm going to be adding the sign over here to the side, and then the bow is going to come over here, which I thought it would actually look cool if the bow was kind of like covering up the sign a little bit, but maybe not. Maybe that's not going to look cool. We'll see. This guy came out of the pipe cleaner, so we'll attach him back in there quick. So I always choose where my ugliest parts of my wreath are that I don't really like the greatest, and I cover those up with either the sign or the bow or whatever you're doing. That way it's not going to be shown. And for today's video, or today's wreath, it's that one part of the colorful, the striped, that we added in that is from the end of the roll, and it's got a lot of fraying ends, and it's very ugly. I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but why would I be trying to be rude? It's not like I'm hurting his feelings or anything, but I just didn't like the way the fraying end looked. Okay, so then we're going to come in here with this guy and shimmy it down over here. Into the back. I'm not worried about this wreath being like centered now because it's not in the center. But if you were attaching the sign to the center, I think I said I'm not worried about this wreath being centered. I meant to say the sign. Since I'm not adding this wreath to this, oh my god, I said wreath again. The sign to the center, I don't have to worry about that. But if you are adding this to the center, I kind of just don't twist them like completely on until you know for sure that you're adding it's perfect. But since this is going to kind of go on an angle to the side, I ain't over here making sure everything is perfect. I want to make sure it's looking nice, but I'm not making sure everything is completely centered. I always put it under another bar. That way I know for sure it's not going to move. You can always come in with some hot glue also. And then I kind of move my twisty ties around the bar and then push them down. That way they're not going to wreck anyone's door or wall. They're not going to scratch up against it. And then from right in the back, I can see a very long... you guys can see this guy. I don't think you guys can. This very long string I want to cut off. You can go through and look at all your strings. Okay, so kind of gonna push these out a little bit. Okay, so I love where the sign is right now. Yeah, I love the way that looks. Okay, so I think we're gonna add the bow right up into this corner. And before I fluff it anymore, I'm gonna add the bow because then I can move it around a little bit more then once I got the bow in, because I think I like to, it works better for me when I'm fluffing it when it's attached to something and not in my fingers, because I can pull on it a little bit more and everything. Some people tend to like to work with it when it's in their hands, and that's your opinion, and you do whatever you want when you're making your bow. It's just for me, it makes it a little more easier for me to work with it when it's attached to the wreath or attached to something where it's not going to come flying. Okay, so I'm just I'm not putting the bow here permanently yet until I know for sure that this is where I want the bow. And right now, I don't know if I like this spot, but I have to also fluff my bow quick. So we're going to kind of... I think this, I don't know. I like the area of the bow, but I just don't know. I don't like the way the bow is looking quite yet. So I'm gonna fluff out the bow, you guys, and then as soon as the bow is fluffed up, I'm going to come back on and I'll show you if I add anything else into it. We might add a couple stars coming out of the bow or something. Make it a little bit more festive for a patriotic wreath, but I don't want to sit here and bore you guys with me fluffing, because trust me, fluffing bows takes a long time because I make sure it's perfect. And you guys don't want to sit here and watch that. So I'll be back once I got the bow fluffed to my liking. Okay, so I got my bow attached, and well, I already had it attached. I actually moved it up a little bit because I was kind of covering up the sign a little too much that you really couldn't see the sign. I decided to cut the tails that I had and cut them a lot shorter because I just didn't like how long they were, and I don't think I need tails for this wreath. I think I have enough with just the sign and everything. So I have those things that I showed you guys. These things. scatter, but I also have those picks, you guys. One second. Thought maybe we could add some more of these little picks and stuff in there. I got some of these. I got this one. Some extras. I don't really know how good it's gonna. I think it would kind of look. Or do we wanna go like this? You can always go like this too. Take some of my. There's my wire. Oh, wire's over here. I moved everything around, you guys, so everything is like, where is that? Where is that? I mean, my wire cutters, those are still in their right spot, so we'll come in with some of these. And this white star, I'm gonna pick it off. I'm gonna come in here and attach it. See, now you got that guy in there and you can go like this. There, you see that? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add a little bit of, teeny bit of hot glue right on top of that hole. And then we're gonna stick our wire right on in there. And we're gonna rub that hot glue right around the edge. He ain't going anywhere now, right? No. And then we're gonna take this guy. We're gonna take our pliers. Whoa. So we're making our own pickup almost. Okay. I don't have my hot glue skillet plugged in tonight. Just didn't feel like getting it out. I was lazy. So we're gonna have to dab some hot glue onto this. We're just making a little bit more area so that when we put the hot glue on it, it can stick more. So we're just gonna, I kind of want them kind of poking out a little bit. So we're just gonna apply some hot glue. I'm gonna apply it. I have a hot glue gun plugged in over here. You guys know from when we were working on the, I really don't have any room right now for the hot glue gun to be able to, you know, come down. Or I don't have any room over here right now for it to sit, so I'm gonna just do it off camera. It's fine. You guys know what adding some hot glue to something looks like, right? I hope so. So we're gonna cut some more wire. So yeah, this is an easy, cheap way to make your own star picks. Just cutting some wire, attaching it into these foam stars that I got at the dollar store. And voila, you have a pick. It's not as beautiful as the ones you get at, but guess what? A little bit more cheaper. And now my TV remote's going everywhere, guys. We're dropping everything over here. It's fine. It's fine. This one's gonna have to be a little bit smaller of a bottom since I cut the wire a little bit shorter. Okay, there we go. Where are we gonna add this guy? Right down in here? I think so. That looks good. Again, don't be frugal on the hot glue. Apply a good amount. You want this to stick in there and not come out. I'm attaching it right into my bow. Sticking it right down. Oh, wrong end. So yeah, I'm attaching it right down into the bow. I'm gonna push on both ends just to help make it stick in there a little bit better. Videotaping, right? Okay, I was like, did I even turn my camera back on? Yes, I did. Don't make yourself sound stupid, Max. Don't. We could add in some of this, you guys. We could add in, we could go back here and we could add in a little bit of it. No, we don't want to add too much. We can also go in with these other guys, and we can add these guys in. We don't have to make our own picks for everything. We might go in like this and take this guy and just twaddle it up a little bit. Add some hot glue to it. Call her a day. We have some of them already, so why not just use some of them, right? Right? Okay. There we go. Got some blue. Got some blue in there. Pull it right out of the thing, and I'm just gonna kind of poof up the ends a little bit. That way there's a little bit more for the hot glue to stick to than just a little bit of hot glue gun's being a pain in the butt again. I don't know why it does that. It's being, one day I just started pushing the button and it wouldn't move, and I'm like, what in the world is going on here? And if you get any hot glue on your ribbon, quickly move it. You don't want your ribbon to be all full of it. Let it dry. Let it dry up a little bit. Okay. Get some more white in there. We need a little bit more white. We also got to add a big red. I think we got to add a big red star yet. Our DIY stars. And I'm just like swirling the hot glue on, not so it doesn't drip, and so I get it in every different direction. Where do I want to add this guy? Maybe down in here. Don't have any red over here. Or, yeah, white over here. I'm trying to make these bows a little bit more poofy, that they don't cover up the sign, because I still want to be able to read the U. You don't want your sign to get covered up. So we're going to make another DIY pick. You guys, I could not, when I saw that table scatter, I was like, oh my gosh, I literally paid, like, I don't even know, like, I think it was like $7 for that one star pick, and I'm like, these are like the same thing, and they're just on a pick. So I picked them up. I was like, I could add them in, but I didn't know I was going to make a DIY pick out of them. But sometimes you pick up stuff and you never know what you're going to use them for, but you know you want them, you want it, and then once you make something, you're like, I made that? I did not, that's not why I bought those. But you're like, I cannot believe I made that, but I'm pretty proud of myself. So we're going to let that dry a little bit, and we're going to come in here with our, whoa, be careful, we don't want our pick to be broken. Okay, this video might be a little longer. I didn't know what I was getting into myself into. I knew I wanted to use that sign. I didn't know if I was going to like a bow. I love the bow. So, this is going to be a little bit more of my pricey wreath. It's got a lot in it. Okay. And I'm going to be coming out with a video pretty soon on how I price my wreaths. So I know I've had some people, people are probably wondering, well, how much did that wreath that you made that one day cost you? Well, I'll get to that one time. Not right now though, because I'm making I don't like to, usually I don't know how much my wreaths cost until the video's over. Because once I get it all done, I go in and I look at all the materials and I say, well, it took me this long. Well, actually, for these videos, I'm like, well, it took me this long, but how long could I got it done with? Some of my wreaths, I sit here and I talk to you guys and show you guys, and I go a little bit slower to show you, but I could get some of these wreaths done pretty fast. It doesn't take me too long to make some of these, but I just want to come on here and show you. That way, you guys can make wreaths, you guys can learn as well. Oh, I have one. I was gonna get the other one. I need some red over here. Some white and blue, but there's nothing red. glue gun's acting up. Maybe I need to invest in another hot glue gun. Okay, so now we're gonna go in and we're gonna kind of fluff it a little bit. See what it all looks like once it's all fluffed. Move our picks around a little bit. Since right now our ribbon's kind of all like patted down. This is a little bit long. I might go in here like this and cut this guy. I also dovetailed my ribbons. I don't know if I showed you guys on that video. I think that's when I was off video. Because I think I sat here for a good 15-20 minutes fluffing my bow. That's why I'm like, I'm not going to let you guys watch that because you guys do not want to watch that. I just sit and I'm like, oh, okay. Then I got it done and I'm like, no, wait, it's covering up the sign. I need to move it a little bit more. Again, this guy right here is a little too long. I think I just put my head right in the camera. And if I did, I'm sorry. This is a little difficult. Okay, make sure to pick out your little pieces that you think, otherwise they're gonna fall out of the wreath later on. Okay, so I think I'm really liking the way this is looking. Oh my gosh, it would look so cool if I went like this. Maybe not with white. I don't know about whiter. Like I want it. No. It looked better in my head. Sorry. That does not look good. So what I did before is I went through and I kind of took all my pipe cleaner, or my pipe cleaners, and the ones that were around here I stuck underneath the sign. The other ones I pushed down. You could leave them show if you wanted to. I think we're gonna go in here and kind of see. I might bend this guy a little bit so he shows a little bit more. He's kind of getting hidden by that red, but it's fine. They're just in there for a little bit more stability. Or not, just for a little bit of looks. It doesn't have to be popping out like... Okay, I think that looks good. We're gonna have to move that guy over a little bit, just because I don't want... Make these guys show maybe a little bit of white over here. Yeah, we need some white over there to help it bring out that little star. Okay, so I think I'm gonna like this right now until I get this on my... I like it now, but as soon as I get it on my wall, and I'm looking at it the other way, I might be switching it. So we're gonna make a quick hanger using this wire. Same wire, about 4 to 5 inches. I guesstimate. And we take our hands and we bend it like so into like a U shape. Take our pliers, come down a little bit, bend it back, bend solid down, bend back again. Kind of move it with our hands. Okay, move our stuff out of the way. Figure out where we want our top. I got a bunch of stars everywhere. So I'm out of the way, just kind of poof it. Figure out if I want where am I? I think right there it looks pretty darn good. I did a pretty good job at guesstimating that. More than likely when it gets on the wall, I'll probably, I don't know where, I'm just gonna put my finger up to the wall. Okay, this one is kind of hard because you kind of go between the bow and the sign. And I'm trying to move it, not move it with my hand. So what you do is I just come in from the back, and then I take my pliers, and it's stuck in some of the mesh. I poke it down, and I push this one together, or not poke it down, I like squeeze them together. You know what I'm saying? And I come in with my hot glue, put a little bit of hot glue around that edge, just so these guys don't move, and help bring out the sharpness. And then I spiral that, and then I come in with my stick, my hot glue, or not my hot glue stick. This is a popsicle stick. Okay, and then by then it should be not hot anymore, and I just go in with my fingers and kind of rub it around. And then I'm going to go off, I'm going to hang it on my wall, and then I'll come back and I'll show you guys what it looks like on the wall. Okay, this is our finished project, you guys. I actually did add some tails in now because when I got it up here before, I did not like the way the tails looked. So I kind of curled them a little bit. I did actually have those ones. They were 12-inch ones. They were way too small. They just looked funky. So then I added 20-inch tails. I just put them in some fluorescent wire and I added them underneath the bow. I'm going to still do some adjustments. And then I'll take pictures for my thing. But yes, otherwise, I love the bow and the sign together. It looks amazing. So yes, if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Comment down below, like I said, your favorite wreath holiday, or like your favorite type of wreath to make. Holiday or season or whatever that is. And then subscribe if you like the content that I make. I do different videos. I did like a tour of my craft area. I did some favorite Dollar Tree items for crafting. I did my favorite items. I'm going to be doing some other videos on how to price your wreaths and your crafts. I do wreath tutorials, other craft tutorials. And then make sure to turn on your post notifications so you get notified every time I upload a video like this. If you turn on your post notifications, you'll be the first one to be notified every time I upload a video. Until then, you guys, have a great day or night or whatever time you're watching this. Goodbye.